Off we go from Denver. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11th. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Fielded at about the 28. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Good job. Hurts. It's caught by Coleman. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. This will be taken at the 10. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's able to get it to Coleman. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And his throw is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. That's caught by Jackson. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 18. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A tackle made there by Caden Stearns. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sutton. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Second and 10.
They'll set up to throw.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
The Broncos at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That was a round run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Same connection, Dulcich once again. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Eagles are going to have it here just past the 25. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Okay, ready?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game. And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
He completes this to Sutton. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Got his man, it's Dulcich. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
A huge play there for Denver. 43 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they...
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Javonte Williams.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Broncos are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
The point after is good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
While the ultimate result was an incomplete pass, they sure look like a well-coached team because once he got outside of the pocket, the scramble rules come into effect. And a lot of the guys who ran deep routes, they come back closer to the line of scrimmage. And the running back usually runs a check down. He took it deep, and they gave it a big shot and came up unsaved.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So Icemen's will go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On second down, Williams. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
19, Tiger, 19.
Throwing is Hurts.
Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. This one complete to Coleman.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly hopped up.
Hurts fumbles it.
It's picked up by the Broncos.
So that is not the way you want to begin the half when you're only up by 1 score. A turnover right away.
And my guess that in the locker room, that's what the defensive coordinator of the other side was saying. We've got to find a way to get the football back for our offense. And they were able to do it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
And credit the tackle to Juan Thornhill. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Mike 13. Here we go.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Tighten up.
Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Let's go, Heavy. Let me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. 79.
Mike 13, Mike 13. He's coming, he's coming.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got his big tight end here. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Mike 10. Mike 10, Mike 10. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. John Bates. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt him 3 times. The fumble cost him potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll drop to throw. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. This is Coleman with a grab.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They go play action with Hurts.
Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk. 17 yards there on 4th down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 13 yards out.
And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
And the Eagles will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Broncos are right back in this football game. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott good with a PAT. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick-6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now back to throw. He's got Dulcich going across the formation. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Back to throw now on first down. Finds Dulcich out left side. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Eagles are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly. And what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up second down. Looking to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Coleman. He's got room at the 30. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 58 yards. And the Eagles are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Mike 13, Mike 13. He's coming.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
It's Nakobe Dean with a pick, and the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. 36 yards.
And the Eagles are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because They're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out?
He's got a man complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
First throw complete here, pulled in by Howard.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
That's caught. It's Coleman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On first down, Hurts. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.